stage. Give it up for Gagan Rai.
All right. Hello. So I'm from Elder Grove. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's full of farmers and racist people. The farmers love me though. Growing up, my parents were quite psycho. They still are, just like any Indian person has. My mom especially. She's like a grown-ass woman who acts like an unstably emotional child. And well, I think my dad's just crazy just because he worked so hard to build us a life here in Canada. And it could be because his dad's a pedophile and his mom's a bitch. But, I mean, who knows what causes what, right? No, seriously, they're crazy. My grandparents believe in the really old, amazing Indian tradition of having an abortion if you find out that you're having a girl after the baby's born. And based on my mom's reaction when I was born, second girl, from what I heard her say to my aunt, when my aunt asked, "Oh, how come you didn't come visit our second granddaughter?" She was like, "Oh, it wasn't because she was a girl. No, not at all. I don't think like that." However, I do remember how I felt when Gagan was born. I just cried for days and I felt so disappointed. But you know what? Sometimes God just gives you a girl. Yeah. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like it was some fucking tragedy or some shit. My younger brother only recently learned how to wipe his own ass in his 20s. I actually reported my dad once for a DUI in high school because I wanted him to stop drinking and driving. And he had to have a breathalyzer in his car for an entire fucking year. And anytime he did mouthwash, that thing would lock for 30 minutes and he couldn't start the fucking car. So he would just be blowing and blowing, and by the end of it, you look like an asthma patient. And all I would be like is, "Can I get you a beer?" So I love to travel. Any travelers out there? I'm a big traveler, huge. And one place that I absolutely love the vendors, just because they have a really unique approach to selling, is Morocco. When I was in Morocco, I was walking with a group of people, and their selling approach is they're gonna see what ethnicity you are. And based on that, they're going to yell out random words to do with your culture. So they saw me, and all I hear is, "Yoga! India! Samosa!" Like, buddy, did you think I was gonna turn around and be like, "Oh my god, you really get me. Let me fucking buy something." I am an honest person, so I'm not always gonna say the politically correct thing. I might come across racist sometimes, whatever. So if you are one of those hipsters that has a stick up their ass, and you think that you're cooler than all of us just because you play African drum music in your spare time, I'm gonna need you to, well, actually, fuck it, you already bought the ticket, so fuck you. And I would say I am way more spiritually woke than all you motherfuckers combined. And not just by default, because I'm Indian. I know what you guys are thinking. I know what you're thinking. I know you, girl. I know what you're thinking. You're like, ooh, meditation, Kama Sutra. Yes, I am good in bed, but that has nothing to do with this. It's because just as a kid, I was just really spiritual. I still am. I used to talk to the birds, the trees. Like, my parents encouraged it. And no, they were not on drugs. If they were, they would have attempted to kill each other. My parents' arranged marriage is a match made in heaven. Anytime they get into a fight, I have to hear the same thing from my mom, which is, "You know what? This is all your dad's sister's fault. She never told me I was getting married into a druggie family." And I'm like, "Mom, have you heard of divorce?" And she goes, "I can't get a divorce. Where would I go? Who would take care of me? What would I do?" I'm like, "Are you a fucking coma patient? Like, and why have you not learned English? You've been here for more than 25 years. This woman refuses to learn English." I'm like, "Why?" She goes, I can't. My mind, it just doesn't work. I can't. I'm like, oh my god, wow, mom, that codependent, abused wife look you have on your face really brings out your skin tone. I was lucky as a kid and during my high school years, and I got, all the attention that I needed from like my friends, their families, so I had a good support group. And there was that 46-year-old Mexican worker at the cannery who, for whatever reason, anytime I walked by, would start licking his lips and winking at me. And I remember thinking, am I experiencing attention right now? You think I'm pretty? I was 14 at the time. Wow, okay, living in a small racist town with an alcoholic dad and a mom who for some reason thought she was a fucking vegetable. I don't know. So I just felt like Jose really understood me at that time. Thanks so much, everybody.